I wanted to start this practice by saying that doing family constellations has completely changed the way I do yoga and has completely changed the depth of which I teach yoga as a yoga teacher. Not only doing family constellations, but doing family constellations with specific teachers, which are Marco Masignan and Elena Dell'Orto, in their institute called Nemeton in Milan, their school of family constellations and shamanic arts. So this practice is dedicated to them, and staying in that same line of gratitude, I wanted to thank my yoga teachers, Rachel Berryman and Jimena Yulan, and also wanted to thank my parents, my grandparents, and all my bloodline, going straight to the source of life and the bigger forces of life, which has helped me along the way, giving me so many second chances. And I wanted to use this yoga practice to give also to you in a sign of gratitude. And I want to start on that note. So we're going to start by kneeling in a kneeling position. And I want to start opening my wrists by opening my forearms as well, opening the fingers. And if you don't feel the forearms enough, you can go a little bit forward. I'm rocking a little bit side to side and starting to connect with my breath. And once my forearms get adapted, I'm going to advance a little bit more. So I feel a little bit more of a stretch in my wrists and in my forearms. Keep feeling your breath, possibly slowing it down by elongating the exhale. And then we're going to put the backs of the hands on the floor, trying to stretch the wrists on the other side. Doing the same, rocking a little bit left and right. And we try to give a little bit of rotation to the forearms, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Slowly I'm going to come up, raise my hips and interlace the fingers and fold forward. Gently opening my upper back and shifting a little bit side to side. And as you exhale, release your hands down to the mat and slowly walk forward in a plank. During this practice, we're going to do a lot of planks and side planks. So if you feel tired, you can come down on your knees and take a rest in child's pose. As long as you do your best, that would be enough. And slowly start to feel this plank, like everything is coming towards the center, closing your chest, closing your core. And slowly we're going to raise one foot at a time. And walk in place. Try to see if I can activate those quads. Activate the legs. And do the same thing with the arms. Slowly trying to raise one arm at a time. Slowly come down to your knees, shake your arms a little bit. Then we're going to try to combine those two by lifting the arm and the leg at the same time. It's going to be your right arm and left leg. Try to hold the balance and then switch. And slowly come down to your knees. I'm gonna go for a couple of cat-cows. We're trying to take your time. And slowly open when you inhale and close your chest when you exhale. Let your chin be the wheel of the movement. And when the chin goes up, I open the chest. When the chin comes down, I close the chest. I'm going to slow down even more. So we take a couple of more slow cat cows. Then we're slowly going to go to another plank. And this time we're going to use this plank to activate the fingers. We're raising the palm of the hand off the floor. And when I come down one hand, I try to go on the other. I put some weight on my fingers and I switch. And after I do 3 of those, I'm going to use this plank, take a couple of slow cat-cows, but without the knees touching. Okay, slowly come down to your knees again. Shake your shoulders, shake your wrists. Do a couple of neck circles to yourself. And then slowly, I'm going to come down with the chest. And from this position, I'm going to try to open the chest by using my muscles without the hands touching or the feet touching the floor. Good. And slowly press and open. Slowly in the cobra pose. And slowly come up in a downward dog. You can pedal your feet if you feel like moving and exploding your body, or you can just find stillness in this downward dog. Good. Then slowly I'm going to go forward. Come down in cobra again. Open the chest. And then slowly I'm going to come down, but hold the chest up from the floor and slowly press back into a child pose. And then from here, slowly go forward, trying to hold, stay close to the mat with my nose, and press up in cobra pose. And from cobra pose again, slowly come down, put the chest off the mat, press back in child pose. One more. Slowly come close with the nose to the mat. Press up, open the chest. And when you come down, press back in child pose. And then slowly we're going to do the same thing we did in child pose, but from a downward dog. Slowly I'm going to come down with the nose and then open up with the chest and press with the hands. And see if I can bend my knees and come down the same way I can. Good. We're gonna go for 2 more of those. Slowly come down. Nose, chin, chest, go low. And open the upward facing dog. And then slowly come down. Chest, chin, nose, and press. Back to downward dog. Take a deep breath, and then we do a third one. Good. If it feels too much, you can do this in a child pose again to activate more your shoulders. And once you're done with the third one, shake your arms, and then I'm gonna open my hands in front, like I'm trying to press something in front of me. And then slowly from that position, I'm gonna slowly open the chest, bring back the shoulders, and then close everything in and press forward. So I'm slowly doing the same movement I would do in a plank. I'm protracting my scapula and then I'm retracting them. Trying to keep the arms straight and feel the shoulders activate, feel the scapula activate. Good. Then we're going to try to apply this in a plank pose. So I'm coming up without bending my wrists. I'm going to slowly come down and press up. Keep your arms strong and straight. Good. Slowly come down to your knees. Rotate your shoulders. We're going to take a little stretch with the right arm coming in front, crossing, and then pulling the elbow in front of you. Good. And then switch. Stretching the last one. Good. Then coming down on your tabletop, I want to open my left arm and my left leg and open into a modified side plank. And slowly open the chest a little bit more. Take the left leg a little bit more wide open to open the chest a little bit more towards the ceiling. Good. And then slowly we're going to switch to the other side. First, I'm going to open the side plank. And see if I can reach a little bit more of the leg. Open my chest a little bit more towards the ceiling. Yeah, slowly. I'm coming down. And then give a couple more shoulder rotations. More to myself. And I'm going to try to open my chest and close. And I'm doing sort of a cat-cow, but sitting on my heels. Good, then I'm coming to a plank. And then slowly I'm crossing my knees to touch opposite elbows. And then slowly I'm going to take a rest on my knees. I'm going to try to do the same thing. But now, when I'm crossing my knee, I want to try to stop and then hold, like I'm freezing and holding it for a couple of seconds. Good, two more. Good, and then slowly press up and back into a downward dog. And slowly jump forward. Come down in a squat, relax your arms. Rotate your wrists. Okay, and then from that squat position, I want to try to see if I can come down slowly with my hips and hold the position with my core. Good. And then when my arms are like pressing up, my toes are pressing up. And then slowly I'm bringing one knee at a time up. And I want to see if I can touch my elbow with my knee or my tricep. Good. I'm going to slowly take a rest. And we're going to try to do the same thing. I want to come up with my knees, but this time I want to cross my knees to touch opposite elbows. Good. Take a deep breath, stretch your arms up, and then slowly use your knees to help yourself rotate, cross your legs. Come out on the other side. I'm coming into a plank position. And slowly I'm opening up into a side plank with my feet stacking on top of each other. If it feels too hard, you can open your feet. And slowly see if you can open a little bit more with the chest or breath. Bringing that left foot back. And then slowly bring that left foot forward. Close the chest and reach forward. Good. We're going to do two more of those. Good. And then slowly we're going to reverse that. First opening side plank. Hold. And slowly open the chest, open the right leg back. Bring the right leg forward. Reach with the arm forward. Then repeat two more times. Good. And slowly jump to the front, come up down in a squat. Rest your shoulders and your wrist. See if you can rotate your wrist by interlacing your fingers. And then from here, I'm going to go into up dog and then down dog and try to see if you can stretch your hamstrings, stretch your lower back. And then slowly from this position, I want to go from a plank to a downward dog. And do that 3 times. And then from here, I want to cross my legs, touch the knee, opposite elbow, and bring the leg up in a 3-legged dog. And slowly, with the same leg, I want to do that 5 times. And then 5 more with the left. And then from here, I want to jump into a squat. Relax my arms. Relax my wrists. And then slowly come down again with the hips. Hold the position with my core in a low boat. And slowly come to touch the triceps with my knees. And I want to do this as long as I can. And slowly, as you exhale, try to come up. Propose. Cross your legs. And then come up and fold forward. And the neck. Relax your shoulders. And then slowly come down. Again, in a plank, an upward dog. And then down dog. And then slowly, we're going to go into a side plank again. With the left arm up. And from this position, I'm going to try to open my back, but try to have a left foot floating in the air. Slowly bring it back. And see if we can do that to the left again. Stabilize the side plank first. Try to feel the mat by grabbing the mat with the fingers. And then slowly open the right, open the chest. See if you can hold that right leg in the air. Good. And slowly we do that again on the other side. See if you can go straight into a floating wild thing. Good. Even if you touch, try to make it should come up again. It's all about playing with balance and fighting balance. Also, playing a little bit with the position, finding that inner child. You know, like this is playtime. You're trying your best, whatever the result may be. Good, and slowly jump forward again. We're resting again in a Malasana pose, deep squat. And if it feels too much, you can come down on your knees and slowly stretch your wrist, relax your shoulders. And then from this position, we're going again in an up dog, down dog. And then I'm bringing the right leg in front, in between my hands. And then slowly come down with the knee. Let the hips come down. Open the chest. Open the arms up. And see if in this position you can interlace the fingers. Try to open a little bit more. The palms towards the ceiling. Good. And then slowly from this position, I'm coming up in a pyramid pose. And in this position, I'm rocking a little bit left and right, shifting my position front and back. and finding stillness. And from this position, I'm slowly finding the standing split with the right arm, grabbing my calf from behind, pulling, letting the head go down. And see if this position you can slowly raise your heel and play a little bit with your balance. Good. Then bring both of your palms down. Jump a little bit back, and from this position, see if you can come a little bit up with the heel. And if you know you have a handstand practice, see if you can jump a little bit, give a little kick in the air with its right leg. Good. And then after the playful handstand, I'm slowly coming down in Malasana again, relaxing my wrists. And then from this deep squat, I'm going to slowly open my knees out and find an open twist towards the left with my knee pressing my thigh outside. Okay, and from here, I want to bring both of my hands in front, find a plank, and from the plank, bring the right leg in front, come up, and then I want to stretch the left side of my body by pulling the wrist towards the right. Good, and then from here, I want to find twist, bringing the elbow outside the thigh. Good, and from here, I want to rotate to the other side and find a fallen triangle. So yeah, triangle pose. And from here, I want to find another plank. And from this plank, I want to move my hips a little bit left and right. And then I'm going to stop towards the right. Bring the left arm inside and see if I can stretch the right side of my body. By bringing the right shoulder up. Good. And I'm jumping front in the squat. I'm opening to the right side in an open twist. But with the left elbow pressing my left thigh outside. Okay, and then from here I'm opening into a high lunge and opening to the side. Good, slowly twist. On the left side. Okay, I'm going to find another triangle on the left side. And I have both legs straight. Good. And then in another plank position, I want to move my hips a little bit left and right. And come down with the left hip, bring the right hand in the middle and stretch the left side of my body. Good, and slowly from this position, I want to bring the left leg forward. Open up for a deep breath. See if I can interlace my fingers and open my palms towards the ceiling. And then from there, slowly come down In a pyramid pose, shifting my weight a little bit left and right, front and back, and I'm finding stillness. And from here I'm going to turn it into a standing split. See if I can play a little bit with my calf, so to raise my heel up. Good, and I'm bringing both palms down, left foot a little bit back. I want to play, trying to see if I can slowly find a handstand by pulsating up. Good. And then slowly come down again in Malasana. Relax your wrists. And I'm coming down to my knees. And in this position, I want to play with my wrist and the back of my hand. Try to go from that back of my hand to a fist. Yes, come down on your heels. Stretch your wrists again, rotate. And then slowly we're going to go into a wild thing. And once I open into that wild thing, I want to see if I can come up and down with my hips. Try to create a movement which gives strength to my shoulders and my scapula. Good, and slowly we're doing the same thing on the other side. There's 6 of those. Good. And then slowly come down. And then I want to open into an active cobra. Good. And then slowly come up and then interlace your hands on the back, open the chest, and then fold forward. And to open the upper back, open the shoulders. Take your arms. And we're going to slowly prepare to go in a fallen triangle. And see if you can keep our leg up in the air and bring it back down on the floor. So I'm going to come up in a side plank, raise my right leg, opening to the side, hold it in the air first and put it down. And see if I can raise it up again and put it down, open the chest. Come again with the leg up, put it down, open the chest a little bit more. Only 5 of this. Good, and from this position, come up in a lunge with the right leg. Open the chest for another deep breath with the elbows coming down. And from this position, I want to open into a humble warrior, interlacing the hands behind and slowly folding forward. Slowly come down with the arms. Keep your arms like it's a downward dog. Press the hips back. I'm going to have 3 breaths there. And then slowly, I'm going to try to see if I can come down with the hips to stretch. The right hip, the elbow is pressing the thigh outside. Good. Then we're slowly going to go on the other side. Then do the same thing we did on the other side with the fallen triangle. First, I'm going to open in this upper dog. And then I'm opening with the left leg outside, holding it in the air. Come down, open the chest. Bring it back, hold it in the air. Come down, open the chest. Five of these again. And then slowly find a high crescent with the left leg. Open the chest with the elbows coming down. And then let the right heel come down. Interlace the hands and fingers behind. Come down in a humble warrior with the left side this time. So I come down with the hands and press the hips back. We come up to my fingertips with my hands as I hold more weight with my hips. And then slowly see if you can come down with your hips. With this left elbow pressing the hips outside. And in this stretch, I like to keep my heel down. I feel like I'm working more with all my legs instead of just raising it. Good. And then slowly come up. And I'm going to open in the goddess position. We're slowly bending my legs, coming inside with the heels, and opening the chest. Good. So I'm going to press up, and then slowly come down. And from that position, I'm going to slowly come to the center, bring the right leg up, try to see if I can place it on my thigh inside and open into a tree pose. And in this tree pose, I want to open my arms up. I want to play a little bit with balance. Try to see if I can move my arms left and right. See if I can play with that position. Good. Slowly come down. Let the leg go. Shake your legs. And then I'm going to do the same thing which I did right now. Playing a little bit with balance in that tree position. By coming into a side plank and bringing my leg in the same position, the tree pose, and see if I can slowly press with my hand, bring the hips down. Good. shake the left arm. Open into upward dog for a breath. Downward dog. And then I'm going to come down with both of my legs, like I'm sitting in a squat with closed legs. And from this position, I want to see if I can play a little bit with balance by trying to raise one leg at a time. And see if I can hold that straight leg for 10 seconds. Good, and then switch. Good, and then slowly see if you can play with balance here. Trying to take both of your hands outside. So come up, standing on your toes, and come down. Good, the 3 of those. And slowly come down. Let your arms go. Move a little bit left and right. Try to see if you can go for straight legs. And then slowly take both of your hands underneath your feet and slowly pull from your arms and stretch. Good. Slowly come up. Use your hands. Take a deep breath. Open the chest and open the throat. And we're going to prepare to do the same thing in a tree position. With the left leg opening to the side. Arms come up. And then slowly playing a little bit with balance. Good. And I'm going to come down. Here to play with my balance on a side plank. With the right hand down, left arm up, left knee up. And the tree pose. And I slowly see if I can dip and press. Good, and then slowly come down in the plank. Shake your wrists, upward dog. And come straight into Malasana. Shake your wrists, stretch your wrists. And I want to play again with balance. This time by opening one leg straight. And see if I can lift my arms. Good. And then switch. Good. Then stretch both of your legs, trying to have straight legs and squeezed quads. And slowly put your hands again underneath your feet and stretch also the upper back by pulling it with the arms and fold them forward. Slowly open the chest and the flat back, the arms back, airplane arms. And slowly come up. Open the chest up. Open the throat. And then I slowly come down. And I want to grab my right big toe and slowly stretch and open to the side. And slowly, I'm going to bring that leg into a tree and see if I can open again outside and play from this position. Bring it back into a tree. Open to the side. Today we're playing with balance. If you haven't noticed yet. Good. And then up to the playful position from tree to a side stretch. We're going to try to do the same thing going into a side plank. And we're going to pass from a side plank with a knee up to a side plank, well, grabbing the big toe and up. Maybe I can also add a dip. Let's see if I can grab the big toe again. Whoa. It's okay if you fall. Playfulness is key to improving. And then slowly come up. Shake your arms. Shake your shoulders. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. You can grab the left big toe. Open to the side first and just stretch. And slowly see if you can bring your knee to the side of your thigh. Open into a tree. And then slowly open to the side. Good. Okay, let's do that again. On the side plank. Put right hand down and left leg up. Do the best you can. Do as much as you can. Good, and then we're gonna move a little bit the focus to our legs. This time, we're gonna go from big toe, pulling, having the legs straight, and slowly coming down with your head. See if you can squeeze everything down and together. Good. And then from that position, I want to open into a warrior three and play with balance with the right leg in front. And first I'm going to open the arms back and then slowly see if I can reach forward. And play with those positions. And slowly open into a high lunge. Come down. And then I want to stretch the quad of this right leg. So I'm switching legs to the other side so I can pull that quadricep by going with the left hand back. And then bringing the hips down. And if I don't feel the quad here, I can also come down to my elbow and pull. Good. Slowly come back to the center. And from this position, I want to open with my legs as wide as possible. And slowly come up, open my arms up and see if I can go for straight legs and hold it with strength. Good. Slowly come to the center, come up. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. I'm going to grab the big toe. I'm going to reach forward, and then from this position, I want to bend my elbow and squeeze everything in together. And slowly, I want to prepare for a warrior three with the left leg in front. Arms back to start. See if I can play with that warrior three position with the hands. Slowly come up in a high crescent. And then I want to switch sides so I can come down with the left knee and stretch the quad of that left leg. Since I was pulling the hamstring on the left leg, I want to also see if how can I improve the depth of this position. So once I'm down, I can either walk with this leg in front and open it more, and also come down with the elbow. My favorite one is with the elbow down. I feel it more in my front thigh, coming from a background of doing a lot of squats and lunges in my history. Slowly let go. And then the right leg back. Open the chest for a breath. Come up in downward dog. And then we're going to open again wide. Trying to see if we can hold that with strength. Both of the legs straight. And then slowly I'm coming up. And I'm having another forward fold this time. I'm just going to stretch by interlacing the hands behind, opening the chest, and then slowly coming down with the forehead. So on the way up, a little bit left and right. And as I'm up, I'm going to move a little bit with my shoulders, with my hips. See if I can bring a little bit of blood flow to my upper body and into my hips. And we're going to play a little bit with balance also in a handstand. Trying to see if from a squat position I can slowly press up and then touch my feet maybe once or twice and then come down. You can go for more than 2 taps, so it's like a tap, 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 come down. Good. And I'll slowly come down. In a deep squat again. Let both your head down. Go for a couple of neck circles. Good. And slowly from that position, I want to cross my legs in front. And play with balance. Again, by bringing both of my legs up, pulling from the big toe. And from this position, see if I can open and close. And see if I can do the same thing with my arms lifted. I'm trying to hold it with my core, with my quad strength. Good. Slowly cross your feet and come back from the other side. We're going to a pigeon and slowly see if I can stretch my right leg first, my right thigh, my right hip. And from this position, I want to play a little bit with balance by coming up with my hands. See if I can hold this position with strength. Slowly. See if I can come up and down, down and up. Good. And after doing those reps, I want to open a little bit more up by pressing also my thigh down with my right hand. And then from here, see if I can reach back, grab my left leg, pull, and slowly open the chest, open the back. Good. And then from this position, I want to open a little bit wider by bringing the left knee further back so I can have a wider grab. Also, to have a wider stretch, but also to have a little bit more active pigeon and raise this right arm up. So raise also the gaze up. And slowly let go. Come down with the elbows. Come down with the forehead. Good. 2 more breaths there. And slowly come out of this position. Come towards the center. And slowly swivel my legs left and right. Good. And I'm going to do the same thing on the left side. First, I want to open. Hold it with strength. Let's see if I can slowly come up and down. Okay, and then open up to stretch a little bit more. And then from this position on, go back and grab with the right arm, the right ankle. And then pull first and try to feel my hips, feel my quad, feel that balance. Okay, then slowly I'm going to open the position a little bit wider by bringing the right knee back, further back, and then try to see if I can grab, and then play with my balance. The left arm up and the gaze looking up. The right leg is pressing my hand back. Good. And then from this position, I want to come down again and swivel my hips left and right again. from here, I want to slowly come into a shoulder stand. Slowly let the knees come close to your forehead. And then when my leg go back, I want to stretch my shoulders by interlacing the fingers on the back of my hips. If it's too much, you can grab the outsides of the mat. That's another possibility. Okay, I just wanna come up again. And then on the way down, I'm gonna grab the big toes and come down in a gentle, like a baby. Yes, let go of your feet. Move a little bit left and right with your hips. Grabbing the right knee and coming up. I want to stretch the side body and I twist by grabbing the right leg with the left arm, opening up towards the ceiling first and then looking back. Slowly bring this right leg on top of my left leg and then slowly twisting again on the same side. Bringing the elbow outside and slowly looking towards the right with my gaze. I want to keep the same twist, but I want to move a little bit to the left. So I'm going to bring this left leg even closer. And then twist again. One more. And slowly coming back to the center. I want to come down with my upper body and move a little bit my hips. I swivel them again. Okay, grabbing the left knee, coming up, and the right arm going outside the left. I'm coming up, the left arm, and opening to the side. So I have an active right leg as well. The left comes on top of the right. Twist on the same side. Gaze always going towards the left, like I'm trying to find something with my gaze, like looking more left and more left. And every time I breathe out, I want to squeeze in my belly button. Come to the center, make the right leg fold, and twist again. Keep focusing on the breathing and on the gaze looking towards the left. Good. Slowly come back to the center. Swivel with our hips. And then coming from the other side, I'll open into up dog, down dog. Hold it for 5 breaths. And slowly I'm coming down. I'm opening my chin. Preparing chin and chest. Down. Good. In this position, I want to go ahead and practice Shavasana. I want to come in a forward fold and then slowly come up with my legs. And if you feel like you can play with this headstand, go ahead and do so. And by play, I mean coming up and down with your legs. Or if you feel like holding still, you can go for stillness. On the way down, relax your neck. And then come down again into that chin opener. Yeah, slowly let go. And then hold down dog with the intention of slowly going to passive back bend by relaxing your arms, relaxing your shoulders, bending your arms. And then slowly I'm coming down, putting the forehead on the floor. We're going to go for another bank bend by grabbing the ankles. First, I want to press with my thighs and open. Hold that for 3 breaths. And then slowly, I want to cross my legs. See if I can hold it with strength. Engage my quads, engage my hips, engage my glutes. Good. And then slowly from that position, rest with the forehead down for a second. And then see if you can Open into up dog with a variation of keeping your legs up and squeeze together. Slowly cross your legs in front. And we're going for another neck hand road opener by putting both of your arms back, pressing from the elbows and opening into a fish. Slowly make your way down on the mat. And if there is another pose before Shavasana that you'd like to take, feel free to do so. Feel like you're ready for that final pose. Let us slowly relax and let go of any body movement, of any control of your breath or of your body. Yeah, slowly come back with your awareness of the breath and slowly with gentle movements. Wake your body up. Also, I want to close this practice with showing gratitude again to my family constellation teachers. Without family constellations, my yoga practice and my teaching of yoga would not be the same. They have taught me so many emotional, I would say, emotional rules, but actually it's an experience you get to learn once you're there. You learn through experience. You don't learn through your mind. You don't learn through reading. Just by being there, it has emotionally taught me so much how to feel my body and moving from trying to understand life to just feeling and breathing and being present and letting my body be a channel of whatever comes and feel it, feel it. This is the only way which you actually let go of emotions. You let them come, you let them go. So, thanks again to Marco Masignan and Elena Dell'Orta. Thank you to Rachel Bernan of Tirana Studio Yoga of Tirana and Jimena Lilian, which is one of the most important teachers of yoga for me. Thanks again to my parents, to my grandparents, all the way through my bloodline, and to the bigger forces, the source of life, for all the coincidences, and all the second chances, and all the helps it has given me. Namaste.